So I got out of the car, and the first thing I notice is that it's probably one of the only cities that in reality looks better than it does on the postcard. New York, the city's so nice they named it twice. They call it the Big Apple because everybody wants a bite. Today I'm going to fill you in on the major tourist sites, the New York nightlife, and some essential tips on how to prepare for your New York City atmosphere. First off, don't go to New York if you want to relax. If peace and tranquility are your idea of a good time, you might as well go to a beach somewhere. There's something in the New York air that makes sleep seem preposterous. Everything is alive and pulsating, like a major artery. For instance, make your way down to Times Square at midnight. This is when the streets are their busiest. The city is meant to be experienced at night. Another must is Central Park. Rent a bike, you won't be able to cover the whole place on foot. Central Park is a vast living piece of art. Check out the classical music, beautiful scenic routes, sculptures, and the Central Park Zoo. Oh, and the #1 golden rule, never forget your map. It's too easy to get lost in New York, and you won't be able to understand how vast the city is until you get there. However, if you do end up lost, there's always architecture to mesmerize you. Also, everybody ought to have a little bit of the East Side in their life. During your stay, make time to visit the Brooklyn Bridge, or take a ferry over to Staten Island and get a glimpse of the Statue of Liberty. Indulge in everything there is to do in New York, but make sure to plan ahead, or you'll be too overwhelmed once you get there. Make yourself aware of everything New York has to offer, and learn how to navigate the subway and hail a cab. Visit the 9/11 Memorial Site, Rockefeller Center, Radio City Studios, see a Broadway play, or experience the Guggenheim, the only other ones in Germany. Be prepared to lose your idea of personal space. People fill every crevice of the streets. New York, as Bob Dylan said, is a city where you could be frozen to death in the midst of a busy street and no one would notice. Whether you're traveling to New York for that job that may or may not be there, or just exploring the sights and sounds, this experience will change your perspective on the town you live in. Because nothing compares to the city that lives and breathes. It creates a thirst in the visitor thereafter that cannot be quenched by any other famous geographic. Thank you.
You take all those pictures yourself? That's awesome.